All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be practicing our reading and pronunciation as we read through numerous short stories. We've got about probably five or six that we're going to be taking a look at. The first short story we're going to look over is entitled Jam Session. Okay, the link is here in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. All right, very good. Let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Amparo. How you doing?
Hi, teacher. Doing well.
Hi there. Welcome.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Okay, how about Victor? How you doing, Victor?
Hi, Chad. I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Glad to see you as well.
All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's see this one right here. Okay.
How you fixed your microphone?
What it is? Oops, sorry. Hold on. So what it is for me is if it's not working, if I just move this, somehow that does it.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I've come into a class and it's not working, I just go.
Well, now it doesn't working.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's what's that?
Cool. It didn't work for a moment.
When you move.
Oh, right now?
Don't-
When I moved it?
Yeah. When you move. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't touch it.
Yeah, it's like in a certain position, it stops working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead. Okay. Hi, Oksana. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Fine.
I'm doing very well. Thank you. Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Victor, let's start off with you here. Okay. Please read from "Aren't You" down to "Microphone Singing," please.
Aren't you a little old to be playing make-believe? I myself had given up on play acting when I was 9. It was kid stuff, and I didn't feel very much like a kid anymore. My mother, however, seemed to have absorbed everything about childhood that I'd left behind. Now she was dancing around the living room with the handle of the dust mop in her hand, held at an angle like a rock star's microphone, singing.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word rock. Instead of rock stars, it's rock stars.
Rock stars.
Okay, very good. The other thing I want to practice is this T on the word that. So we can say that-eyed, okay, using a flap T, or produce a good T, which would be that. Instead of that, with your tongue against your teeth. Okay, so let's try this. That I'd left behind. Try that.
That I'd left behind.
Okay, good. Now let's try a flap T. That I'd left behind.
That I'd left behind.
There you go. Good. Nice job. Everything else was great. Very nice.
Thank you, Chuck.
Okay, very good. Let's go to, let's see here. Okay, Oksana, let's have you read from Well, I Said, and come down to here where it says put on the table, please.
When I said that's so, she stopped. Hi, Monica. You like movies, right? Some people make a living out of playing make-believe. She wasn't wrong. I did like movies, and actors did make a living dressing up and pretending they were someone else. The fact that Mom was right annoyed me. I didn't say anything, but picked up a stack of magazines that was on the kitchen floor and put it on the table.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word put. Instead of put it, it's put it.
Put it.
There you go. Good vowel sound. Let's try this vowel here. Instead of stock, it's stack.
Stack. tank.
Okay, very nice. Next up, we have the word picked. Instead of peaked, it's picked.
Picked.
All right, very nice. Next up is the word dressed. So here you used a long A sound saying dressed up. Okay, so this is dressed. So make a living dressing up.
Make a living dressing up.
Good.
Dressing up.
Good. One more time. Make a living dressing up.
Make a living dressing up.
Good. Next we have the name Monica. Instead of Monica, it's Monica.
Monica.
All right, very nice. And your last one is the word though. Instead of doch, it's though.
Though.
All right, very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oops. Let's go to Amparo. All right, Amparo, please read from Thanks, Honey. Okay, finish here. This one, and let's have you read down to Dustpan, please.
Thanks, honey. I don't think this dust map could handle those. Mom hummed a few lines of the music she had on. I liked rock the best, and she liked musicals, but today was West Side Story, which I loved. I caught my mother in the middle of a very animated version of the song Maria. Also, Monica, we're going blueberry picking after I finish the kitchen, Mom said, without looking up from her pile of dust, which she was now sweeping into the dustpan.
Okay, very good. All right, let's practice this word here. So this is dustpan. So skip over that T. Okay, whenever you have a T that's trapped between two consonants like that, we don't really pronounce it. So it's dustpan.
Dustpan.
Good. Let's try this one here. The second time around, you nailed it, saying sweep. Okay, but let's get a good one. Sweeping.
Sweeping.
There you go. All right, let's try connecting these two together. Okay, don't worry too much about ending the M sound. Just connect it right into her. Okay, so looking up from her pile of dust.
Looking up from her pile of dust.
Yeah, so from her. Looking up from her pile of dust.
Looking up from a pile of dust.
Okay, very good. And okay, last one here. Let's connect these just a little bit more. I liked rock. Liked rock. I liked rock the best.
I liked rock the best.
Okay, one more time. I liked rock the best.
I liked rock the best.
Good, good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Alrighty, let's see here. Hi there, Javier. How are you?
Hi, thank you.
Very good. Javier, let me have you read from We're What? Okay. Finish this paragraph and read this next paragraph as well down to another set of hands, please.
Okay. What? Have finished putting all of the books on my bedroom floor back on my bookshelf. Plus, I made my bed and changed my candle, water, and food bowls. What's it? What I am? Slave labor. Far from it. You're a lucky 11 years older who gets to be responsible for her very own bedroom in a safe house, in a safe neighborhood, in a free country. And you have the summer off, and a mom who is really good at making very jar, but need another stuffed hand.
Okay. All right. Now, when you were reading, Javier, it was breaking up a bit. Okay. I was able to get some words and whatnot, but yeah, it was really kind of shaky. Okay. All right. Let's try these two here. This is going to be Making blueberry jam. Making blueberry jam. Try that.
Making blueberry jam.
Okay, all right, pretty good. Let's try the word mom. Instead of, right here, instead of mom with an O, it's mom.
Mom.
All right, very nice. Next we have, let's see here, this is bedroom. Give me a good DR here. Instead of bedroom, bedroom.
Bedroom.
Okay, so it's bedroom.
Bedroom.
Okay, let's try this here. For her very own. Watch your R's there. For her very own.
For her very own.
Okay. All right. Up here, you asked this question. You said, "What I am." Okay. Flipping am and I. So let's read it here. So this is, "What am I? What am I?"
What am I?
Okay. Good. Next, we have the word bowls right here. Bowls.
Bowls.
Okay, and the last one is the word pudding. Instead of pudding, it's pudding.
Pudding.
Okay, all right, very nice. Thank you. Alrighty, okay. Next up is Shadow. Hi, Shadow. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Hello, everybody. I'm fine. Thank you.
Great, great. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
All right, Shadow, let me have you read from "I was about to protest" and read down to here where it says the berry picking thing was new.
Okay. I was about to protest, but she interrupted. And you have full use of those hands. You are not sick or crippled, so be thankful for that. You are far, far from oppressed, my friend. Mom dumped a pan of crumbs and dust into the trash. I, I, uh, I stared at her. She was pretty awesome. She was pretty awesome most days. I really did love her. Still dancing in the kitchen, pretending to be a star, blueberry picking. She was known to sing out loud a lot. The berry picking thing was new.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to blueberry picking. So we want to make sure that that B right there in the middle is an actual B sound instead of blueberry. Blueberry picking. Try that.
Blueberry picking.
Good, good. Nice job. Next up, we have the word awesome right here. Instead of awesome, okay, it's only an ah. There's no oo sound. So it's awesome.
Awesome.
Great, great job. Okay, excellent. Next up is the word crippled right here. So crippled.
Crippled.
Okay, one more time. Crippled.
Crippled.
Okay, very good. And the last one is the S sound here. Instead of use, it's use. Okay, so you have full use of those hands.
You have full use of those hands.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to, let's see, Nader. Hi, Nader. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Okay. So Nader, let me have you continue from "Why don't we just," reading down to "It's fun," please.
Why don't we just go to the store? I asked. Mom threw a rag at me, and I automatically started wiping down the counters because number one, the berries there are shipped in from the berries there are shipped in from across the country, and they don't taste as fresh or as flavorful as the ones we can pick ourselves. And number two, she paused to slam a drawer full of silverware shut, which just about broke my eardrums. with clashing forks. It's fun.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word drawer. Okay, right here, give me a good DR instead of drawer. It's drawer.
Drawers. Drawer. Drawer.
Good, good. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, let's watch the R here as well. Instead of flavorful, it's flavorful.
Flavorful.
There you go. Good. Okay, and here instead of fresh, right here, fresh, it's fresh.
Fresh. Fresh.
Okay,
Fresh.
good. Next up is the P sound here. Instead of shipped,
Ship.
it's shipped. Shipped.
Shipped.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Next is go to the store. All right. So now here we're watching the th sound instead of go to the. Go to the. Okay. So go to the store.
Go to the store. Go to the store.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Victor.
Okay.
Okay, Victor, please read from So What's That? And let's have you. Okay, let's have, just go ahead and read this whole paragraph down to on every side, please.
So that was that. I grumbled my way through putting the clean dish away, and then grumbled my way into the car, staying silent as we drove out east. It felt like forever. I had looked at the car clock when we left the house, and when we rolled up to the blueberry farm, it had only been half an hour. It's funny how quickly the scenery changed. We'd gone from our little town and neighborhood, not a city by any stretch, but at least populated, to the country, where a house seemed surrounded by a mile of corn on every side.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at 3 words here. First up, we have the word little instead of little.
Little.
Good, good. Nice job. Okay, now to the top of the paragraph. Okay, instead of dish, this is dishes. The clean dishes away.
The clean dishes away.
Awesome. Very nice. And, all right, the last one here is the word through. Give me a good R instead of through. Through.
Through.
Good. One more time. Through.
Through.
Awesome. Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Okay, let's go to Oksana. All right, Oksana, please read from my mother. Okay, finish this paragraph and read down to we'll pick into, please.
My mother pointed to a small barn. The big sliding door was open, and inside was an old man standing hunched over a cash register. Mom went to speak to him as I rounded the back of the building to explore. I found a wooden table full of white buckets, a few empty wooden crates stacked near a coil of hose and a dog bowl filled with water. A bumblebee was struggling in the water, and I picked up a stick to help it out. Monica grabbed a couple of buckets. Those are what we'll pick into.
Okay, nice job. All right, let's go to the word bumblebee. Okay, so right here, this is going to be an ul sound instead of bumblebee. It's bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Okay, good. Here, instead of the word staked, it's stacked.
Stacked.
Okay, good. One more time. Stacked.
Stacked.
Okay, very good. Next, we have the word buckets. Here, instead of buckets, it's buckets.
Buckets.
Great job. Nice vowel sound. Okay. The next one is register. Right here, instead of register, it's register.
Register.
One more time. Register.
Register.
Okay.
Register.
That's good. Next is and your last one. Okay. This is instead of mother, it's mother.
Mother.
Good. Yeah. There you go.
How say mother or mother? How say?
It's mother. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mother pointed to a small barn. Try that.
My mother pointed to a small barn.
Yeah, that's great. Good job. Okay. All right, let's go to, let's see here, Amparo?
Yep.
All right, Amparo, finish up this page from Mom Came Around, okay? And then came down here, we're going to read to how do we do this, okay? So I'll have to move it here.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Mom came around the corner and I reached for a pail from the stacks on the table. They are stuck. I have wrestling with two that didn't want to come apart. Help me. Mom grabbed the end of one and I held the handle of the other, and we yanked. The bucket slid free and I fell over from the force of the pull. Okay, I said, dusting myself off and frowning. We started walking past rows of blueberry bushes, a lot of them taller than Mom. How do we do this?
Okay, very good. Nice save on bushes. I was halfway writing it down and then you corrected it, so that was good. All right, let's go to this word here. Instead of rouse, it's rose.
Rows.
Okay, good. So walking past rows of blueberry bushes.
I started walking past rows of blueberry bushes.
All right, very nice. Next is yanked. Right here, instead of a young, it's yanked.
Yank.
Okay, give me a good Y instead of J, E, E-A,
Yank.
yanked.
Yanked.
Great, good job. Okay, and our last one is this one right here. Okay, this is huffed.
Huffed.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, how do we do this? And good, let's go to Javier. All right, Javier, please read from We'll Just Like, Just Like. Okay, finish this paragraph. Read here, and then, let's see, let's have you read down to She Turned Away, please.
Well, just like how you think, my mother replied. She looked into the path between two rows of bushes, and I followed. Just for the ones that are dark all around. Don't pick anything with white or pink on it. Just read it yet, and there won't be sorrow. Mom handed me one right there. Do I not do that? I had berries before I said I didn't like it. Who Mom looked at me, not so as you thought, but she turned away.
Okay, all right. So, I wasn't able to hear everything, but what I did hear, I wrote down. Okay. All right, let's go to the word looked. Instead of looked, it's looked. Try that.
Look,
Okay, very good. Now, on this one here, it sounded like you rolled the R's, and it could have been the breaking up a little bit. Okay, but that's what it sounded like. So instead of blueberries, it's blueberries.
blueberries.
Okay, one more time. Let's try it. Blueberries.
Blueberries.
Okay. All right. I couldn't hear the middle of the word, but hopefully you got it. Okay, next one here. This is an hour sound, so it's sour.
Sour.
Okay, one more time. Sour.
Sour.
Okay, very good. Let's practice the word yet. So instead of saying jet, okay, give me a good Y. E-et. Yeah, yet. Okay, try that. Yet. Okay, I don't think we have them anymore. All right, well, let's continue. Let's go to Shadow. Okay, Shadow, please read from Let's Divide and Conquer. Okay, finish here. And let's have you read down to here where it says stung my finger, please.
Okay. Let's divide and conquer, shall we? I'll pick here, and you can find your own row to work on. And we will meet somewhere. And we'll meet somewhere in the middle. Fine, I stamped away. The grass itched my ankles. I wanted to sit down, but the sun was hot, and the shade under the bushes helped a little. So I found my own row and started picking a short way into the patch, almost immediately reaching into the branches for a particular a particular a particular juicy looking
Be
berry.
particular.
Particularly, I can't say. Juicy looking berry. I allergic it stung my finger.
Okay, all right. Let's try this one out. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a particularly juicy looking berry.
A particularly juicy looking berry.
Okay, one more time. A particularly juicy looking berry.
A particular. It's hard.
Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Eulerly.
Eulerly.
One more time. Eulerly.
Eulerly.
Good. One more time. Eulerly.
Eulerly.
Okay, good. I want you to say it 3 times right in a row. Eulerly.
Eulerly.
Good. All right. Now remember, this is not going to be lar, but lur, like her.
Lerly. Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be particularly.
Particularly.
Good. Okay, so a particularly juicy looking berry.
A particularly juicy looking berry.
Okay, all right, good. That's a difficult word for you. Okay, keep working on it though. Yeah, if you get a word like that where it's hard to pronounce the end of it, don't worry about cutting it in half. Cut it in half and practice the end part of it. It doesn't matter if it's a word. All you're doing is practicing sounds. Okay, that's all words are. It's a combination of sounds put together to create a meaning.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can do that and everything's okay, right?
Thank you.
All right, this word here is pronounced branches. Branches. Okay, give me a good B. Branches.
Branches.
All right, very nice. Next up, we have the word started. Let's see here. Started on. Where is that at?
Started picking.
Oh, there we are. Yeah. Okay, started. Make sure to pronounce the ED ending. And started picking.
Started picking.
Okay, very good. Next is stomped. Okay, now here, this is going to be an ah sound instead of stomped. It's stomped.
Stumped.
Good. Nice job. And your last word is pick. Right here, instead of peek, it's pick.
Pick.
Okay, great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Nader. Nader, and then Abimelech, you'll be after him, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Nader, let's have you read from ouch. Okay, finish this paragraph, read here, and read down to here where it says working, please.
Okay. Ouch! I yelled. Stupid bee! I swallowed to keep from crying. I listened, but didn't hear my mother reply to me. She mustn't have heard, or maybe she's ignoring me, I thought. My face felt hot, and I could feel anger bubbling up from my stomach to my chest. I kicked the near empty pail by my feet and screamed in frustration. I could hear in response were birds. I wiped my eyes. My finger hurt, and it looked puffy. I picked up my bucket and ran back up to where I thought my mom had been working.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word birds right here. Instead of bear, it's birds.
Birds.
There you go, that's it. Okay, let's practice the word frustration. Give me good R's here. Instead of frustration, frustration.
Frustration.
Good. Yeah, one more time. Frustration.
Frustration.
Good. All right, very nice. Okay, this word here, instead of pale, it's pale.
Pale.
Good, that was awesome. One more time. Pale. Great job. Good L sound, by the way. Let's do the same thing with our last word. Last one here, instead of yelled, yell. Do the same thing with that L sound that you just did with pale. Okay? Push it way forward. Okay, so it's yelled. Good. Okay, so ouch, I yelled. Good. Nice job. That's what you want to do with your tongue. Push it way forward. Okay?
Yes, when I put him between my teeth, it's better than I put up in my mouth. Between my teeth is much better.
It shouldn't be between your teeth.
I know. You have two ways. I found this way is better for me. L.
Yelled. Yeah. Well, you'd be able to pronounce the. You'd be able to pronounce
Like
the
the
D.
TH.
But yeah, when you're pronouncing the L, you're not saying yelled, yell.
Yes, it's almost the same.
Yeah, it does come out. Let's see here. Yell. Okay, you just have to be careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
It creates the same sound, because that's what I was just doing right there. Yell. Okay. And what it is that you're pushing the tongue forward, and the back of your tongue is moving down. That's all. It's the same motion in the back of the mouth, and I can actually create the L sound without even moving my tongue upwards and touching the top of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yes, you can pronounce that, and that will work that way. You don't want to stick your tongue too far outside of your teeth, though.
Yes.
Okay, so just be careful with that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Nice job. Thank you. All right, let's go to Abimelech.
Yes.
Okay, Abimelech, please read from she wasn't there anymore. Okay, finish that story or that page, and then come down and read till here where it says fueled by anger. Okay, so I'll have to scroll down. Okay, so you're right up here where it says she wasn't. Go ahead and read that.
Yeah. She wasn't there anymore. When I ran down the row calling out and looking for her, I saw no one, and heard nothing. I flipped the bucket upside down and sat on it, resting my face in my hands for a moment while I let a few tears slide down my nose. There was nothing else to do but pick, I thought. So I stood up and walked a few rows back, perking myself next to a particularly tall blueberry shrub, making sure it was relatively weed-free. With both hands, I started yanking every ripe blueberry from the branches, fueled by anger.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take a look here. So we're going to work on the SH sound first. So instead of saying sure, it's sure.
Sir.
Okay, so let's take a look at the dynamics of what you're doing with your tongue. Okay, so in order, I mean, like you're from India, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right, so the way that you pronounce your S, okay, in Hindi, okay, is your tongue moves way up to the top of your mouth, and you say shh. Okay, the sides of your tongue are touching your teeth. Okay, so they're up. It's up like that, and you're saying sir, sir, sir. Okay, which in English, okay, doesn't create the correct S sound. So we have two of the sounds here that are going to be unvoiced, right? The S itself in English, okay, let's say this is the bottom teeth, okay, all right, like this, okay, it needs to come way down like this, okay, this is your tongue, comes down like that, that's the S, C, okay, instead of she, C, okay,
C.
now the SH comes up like this, okay, and then our lips purse, okay, so it sounds like this. Shh, shh, sure.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, push the tongue forward instead of having it up like this. Okay, it's going to come down from the S, and all you want to do is lift it up. Shh,
Okay.
sure.
Sure.
Yes, there you go. One more time. Sure.
Sure. Sure.
Good, good. So a good trick is to put your tongue in the S position, touching the bottom of your teeth. I got, and then just lift up the front, okay? And then you'll be in the correct SH position, okay?
Okay.
All right.
This is the main problem with my pronouns.
With pronouncing the S sound.
Yes, S and SH.
S
This is
and SH.
very difficult for me.
Yeah, yeah. It's remembering. All it is for you, because you can do it. You've proven that you can do it, but it's practicing popping into that position. All right. And so if you do it slowly, okay. So if you have a word like sure, okay, go S and then SH, and then slide into it. So you fix it and then up. Sure, sure. Okay, and remember, you're going to move your lips in, and your tongue has to be pointed up. Okay.
Okay.
You don't want your tongue to be back and touching the sides of your teeth, because when we say it, sure, my tongue is angled down like this, and the sides of my tongue are not touching my teeth. When you say sure in with the S from Hindi, your tongue is touching the sides of your teeth. If you feel your tongue touching your teeth, it's wrong. Okay? So you have to push it down and then curve it up. It should not be touching right here on the side. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go to let me check out my notes here. Okay, let's go to the R sound. So this is parking.
Parking.
There you go. Parking.
Parking.
Good. There you go. Next up is pick. Give me a short I sound instead of peak. It's pick.
Peak.
Very good. Next we have the word else. Okay, instead of else. Okay, point the tongue down to the bottom of the teeth. Else.
Else.
There you go. One more time. Else.
Else.
Okay, very good. Next is the word face. Okay, so right here, instead of face, okay, point the tongue down to the bottom of the teeth. Face.
Face.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, and let's see here. Our last one here, we're looking at the R. Oh, what's up here? Okay, right here. Wasn't there anymore. Okay, give me good R's. Wasn't there anymore.
Wasn't there anymore.
Wasn't. Wasn't there anymore.
Wasn't there anymore.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Fueled by anger. Okay. All right, let's go to Victor.
Okay.
All right, Victor. Please read from gradually, though. Finish here. Here, and let's have you read down to relax, please.
Gradually, though, I slowed down, feeling calmer as the sun shifted and a breeze cooled off my shoulders. These are weird, I said to myself, looking at a handful of berries. They were dusty looking, like they'd been frosted. However, the dust rubbed off when I wiped them against my shirt. I'd never picked blueberries before. I'd actually never picked any berries before. And being out there was annoyingly hot and full of bugs. But I was beginning to relax.
Okay, nice job. We're going to look at two parts is all. Okay, first up, picked instead of peaked. Okay, I'd actually never picked any berries before.
I'd actually never picked any berries before.
That's it. Good short I. Excellent. And last one here. Okay. Working on the Z sound, so these. Okay. And then were. Okay. Okay, with a good W. So our trick here in the middle is that we're going to change R to These are weird. These are weird.
These are weird.
These are, like you're saying her, but These are weird.
These are weird.
Good. One more time. Ooh. Weird. These are weird.
These are weird.
Great. Nice job. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Chad.
All right. Let's go to Oksana. Okay, Oksana, please read from Caught Myself. Okay. Finish here. And down here. And let's have you read down to where it says she walked up, please.
I caught myself humming one of the songs from the soundtrack my mother had been listening to that morning and made myself stop. I moved to the next bush and started on that one. Shortly after, I walked to another and then another, picking a handful of fruit from each before looking for new territory. My bucket was only a third of the way full, and my finger was hot and red, but I had to admit I was having fun. I didn't hear my mother when she walked up.
Okay, very good. Let's go to the word admit instead of admit. Okay, admit.
Admit.
Okay, give me a short I instead of admit. Admit.
Admit.
Okay, all right, pretty good. Let's go to the word hot instead of hot. It's hot. Okay,
Hot.
very nice. Okay, right here we have an sound. Bucket.
Bucket.
Great job. Good. Next we have short I. Instead of peeking, it's picking.
Picking.
Okay, very good. All right, here you were very close to the pronunciation. The word is bush.
Bush.
Okay, give me more of an sound. Like a grunt. Bush.
Bush.
There you go. Yeah, bush. Okay.
Bush.
Good, good. All right, our next one here, instead of stop, it's stop.
Stop. Stop.
Okay, very nice. Next, we have the word soundtrack. Give me a good TR here. Instead of soundtrack, soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
Good job. Very nice. And our last one is humming. Instead of humming, humming.
Humming.
Okay. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Does this go on? Yes, it does go on. It's a long story. All right, let's go to Amparo. Amparo, please read from I had filled my bucket. Okay. Go here. Let's see here. Okay, go ahead and read down to here where it says, shall we?
I had filled my bucket another third of the way to the top, and I was singing and dancing in place under the branches. Who's making believe now? My mom laughed. I was embarrassed. Yeah, but I'm 11. I'm allowed to do this. Newsflash, honey. People never get too old to pretend. I got stung. I said, suddenly needed a hug. I almost tipped over my harvest, but jumped over in it before kicking the pail. Mom set hers down and hugged me back. Let's head home, shall we?
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word hugged. So we're going to connect the B to the M. Hugged me. Hugged me.
Hugged me.
Good. Yeah, that's awesome. One more time. And hugged me back.
And hugged me back.
Great. I like that. Nice. Next up is harvest. Give me a good V sound instead of harvest. Harvest.
Harvest.
Okay, very good. Next up is allowed to. So we're going to connect the D and the T. Okay, don't worry about finishing this D here. So I'm allowed to do this.
I'm allowed to do this.
Okay, very good. And our last one here, instead of dancing, it's dancing.
Dancing.
Okay, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, our last page here. This is for Javier.
Yes.
Okay, Javier, please read from We Paid for Our. Okay, finish here and read down to West Side Story again, please.
Yes. We paid for our berries by the weight. Mom got me a can of cod from a rickety old machine in the barn, which I put on my finger before I popped the tap. We chatted it in the car on the way home. When we got back, Mom gave me some first aid cream for my sting, and I curled up on the living room couch with a book. I don't remember which song exactly, because I was drifting in and out of a nap, but I heard my mom singing along to the West Side Story again.
Okay, very good. All right, now here you added the word the before West. Okay, so this is just going to be along to West Side Story. Try that.
Along to the West Side Story.
Okay, instead of to the, take out the word the. It's along to West Side Story.
Along to West Story?
West Side. So you're adding the word the right here. So that time you took it out. That's good.
Along to?
Along to West Side Story.
Along to West Side Story.
Okay, very good. Next we have the word drifting. Give me a good DR. Drifting.
Drifting.
Okay, very nice. Next up is curled up. Instead of curled, it's cur, like her. Curled up.
Curl up.
Okay, very nice. Next is the word gave. So it's gave.
Gave.
Okay, very good. Next is the word shared. Okay, right here. So we shared it. We shared it.
We share it.
Okay, shared it. We shared it.
We share it.
Okay, so you're missing this D here. You're saying we share it. So we need the D. I want you to say dit. We shared it.
We shared it.
That's it. That's it. Good. Okay. This word here, instead of puppet, it's popped, popped.
Popped.
Okay, very nice. Next is, in our last one here, this is a can of Coke. A can of Coke.
A can of Coke.
Okay, so instead of cane, it's can.
A can of cake.
Of Coke. A can of Coke.
A can of Coke.
Great. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Shadow. Let me have you finish up the story here, and then I'll have you continue on our next one, please.
Okay. Only this time it made me smile, and when I woke up, there were 5 jars of jam on the counter, and the house smelled like vanilla, sugar, and fruit.
Okay, good. Let's practice the J sound here, okay? All right, so when we pronounce the J, okay, your tongue, whoops. Okay, so there's 2 things that are happening, okay? You need to use your vocal cords here, okay? And your tongue needs to come up to the top of your mouth. Okay, so it comes here, and then it releases just a little bit so it vibrates. Jam.
Jam.
Okay, one more time. You're saying zzz. Okay, instead of holding your mouth out wide and saying jam, it's j. Okay, jam.
Jam.
Yes, there you go. Okay, I can tell the difference between jam and jam. Okay, so if you have a mirror or something like that, take a look at your lips. Make sure your lips are doing exactly what mine are doing. Zzz. Instead of zzz, zzz. Jam. Okay, one more time. Jam.
Jam.
Good. Okay, that's the J. Okay, excellent. Let's go to, I think I only have one other one here. Yes, the L. Okay, so smile. So instead of smile, okay, move the tongue forward in the mouth. Smile.
Smile.
Great job. Very good. Okay, let's go to our next story that we have a very short amount of time. You go. Okay. All right, let me have you read this first paragraph. Go ahead, Shadow.
As the head of a family, I have many decisions to make about how my husband and I spend our money. We need to figure out the way to get the most out of what we make at our jobs. Currently, my family is trying to decide whether or not to get a car. There are many different factors involved in making this decision.
Okay, very nice. Very good job. The only thing here is decisions up here. You left off the S. Okay, so I have many decisions to make. Try that.
I have many decisions to make.
Good, good. Yeah, everything else was awesome. Really nice job. Thank you. Okay, good. Let's go to Nader. Please read this next paragraph down to travel, please.
My family includes 3 people, me, my husband, and our son. Both my husband and I work during the week. I'm a doctor and he's a teacher. We both work near our house and need to get our offices in the morning and come back home at night. Our son goes to school every day and plays sports and sees his friends after school. A car would help us to all these places quickly and easily. For a while now, we have been taking buses to travel.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to Okay, help us get to all these places. Try that.
Helps us to get to all these places.
Okay, so here you're adding an S. So instead of helps us, it's help us. Okay,
Help
so
us.
help us
Yes.
get to all these places.
Help us get to all these places.
Okay, there you go, much better. Next is after school. So instead of after school, after school.
After school.
Good, good. Next we have the word during right here. Instead of during, it's during.
During.
Okay, very nice. And our last one is the word both. Okay, so instead of both, it's both.
Both.
Great, great, good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Abimelech.
Yes.
Okay, Abimelech, please read from This Was Fine. Okay, and finish this paragraph, reading down to change our plans, please.
This was fine before my son went to school. Taking a bus does not cost very much money. Buying a bus pass is less expensive than paying for gas for a car. Cars also need to be repaired and maintained, which costs money too. Riding the bus is hard, though, because we do not have personal control over it. The bus travels on its set route, and it is sometimes late or slow. It doesn't run all the time, especially at night. Riding the bus makes it hard to change our plans.
Okay, good, good. All right, so let's take a look at this word here. This CI, when we have it paired together in the middle of a word, that is an SH sound. So, especially.
Especially.
There you go. One more time. Especially.
Especially.
Good job. Very nice. Let's go to the word sometimes. Move that T sound to the front of the mouth instead of sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Good, good. One more time. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, okay, very nice. Next is cost money. Okay, so we have a T that's sort of in the middle of two consonants here. We're going to skip over that T, and we want to move the word into the next one very quickly. So this is which costs money to. Costs, which costs money to, with an ah sound.
Which cost money too.
Okay, costs, which costs money to. So without the T.
Okay. Which cost money too.
There you go. Okay, very nice. Let's go to the word pass right here. Instead of pass, it's pass.
Pass.
Okay, give me a good S sound. Instead of pass, it's s without the voiced sound. So pass.
Pass.
There you go. That's it. Last one here for you is the word not. Instead of not, not.
Not.
Okay, so a bus does not cost very much.
A bus does not cost very much.
Okay, instead of very. A bus does not cost very much.
A bus does not cost very much.
Okay, all right, pretty good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you for coming into class this hour. It was great having you here. I'm going to take a break until tomorrow morning. Okay? Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Chad.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Okay, fine.
Bye-bye.